To fight number 6. It is an amateur featherweight bout brought to you by Cuba Street Espresso. And introducing first, out of the red corner, Leniu. And here we have Leniu making the walk for the 5th time in her MMA career. And she is very excited to get in the cage here tonight, of course. She is looking to get back on track. Last fight in November of last year, not going her way. Bonnie Gillespie did better there, but let's see the upgrade in the tool set there of Leniu. Very excited for this one. She's taking on Jamie Edenden, who is a credentialed striker in her own way. So be very excited to see this one take place.
Fighting out of Modern Warrior in Brisbane. She's got Felice Fobfather as a partner, who has an exceptional background in martial arts as well. So she's in good hands, and it's going to be exciting to see this fight.
So as she makes her way into the cage, she said she didn't know a lot about her opponent when this match got made. She knew she had some Muay Thai experience, and she knew that this one's that this one's more than likely going to take place on the feet. She thinks that she's going to have the advantage in the pocket. So let's see if the two ladies will oblige each other and maybe trade some heavy leather, nice and tight.
And a fun fact, she's full-time mum, full-time worker, full-time lover, and a wannabe fighter full-time as well.
Love it. Absolutely love it. As Leniu makes her entrance to the Coastal Combat Cage. And now introducing her opponent, out of the blue corner, Jamie Edenden. So big pop from the crowd when Jamie Edenden's name is announced. As we mentioned, 11-fight Muay Thai veteran, Jamie making the walk here to the cage for the first time. And props on the walkout song, bit of flog and molly to get us moving. And another pupil of Claire Fryer at 5th Wave MMA, also putting in some work with the team at Ignite Martial Arts.
So as you said, which is definitely both these ladies have experience in their corners. Both these ladies have outside MMA experience as well. This is Jamie's first MMA fight, but as you said, 11 Muay Thai fights to her name. Ina has a couple of kickboxing fights as well as a couple of MMA fights. So experience in the cage and in the ring is quite similar.
And great to see Amanda Noland there from fight number 2 this evening, backing things up, cornering her teammate Jamie Edenden.
And that's what MMA is about, having a team, right?
Absolutely. It is the most team-orientated individual sport you'll ever be a part of. And Jamie Edenden looking to try and notch up a win here for 5th Wave and Ignite Martial Arts. Great to see the relationship that's developed between those two gyms. Claire Fryer and Ryan Dunstan heading up them both. And I tell you what, those are two of the sharpest minds that Australian MMA has to offer.
Leniu has basically said this fight is going to be bloody, it's going to be a war, and it's going to be
ladies and gentlemen, fight number 6 this evening is brought to you by Cuba Street Espresso. It is an amateur featherweight fight contested over 3 3-minute rounds. And introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, she weighed in at 69.1 kilos and trains out of Modern Warrior Gym, holding an amateur MMA record of 2 wins and 2 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Leniu. And her opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, she weighed in at 68.2 kilos and trains out of Ignite Martial Arts and 5th Wave MMA. An 11-fight Muay Thai veteran tonight. She makes her MMA debut. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jamie Edenden. When the action begins, your referee in charge, Thomas Churchill. And underway we go. I tell you what, Jamie Edenden is an absolute physical specimen.
Definitely the taller of the two opponents. Definitely looking to establish her dominance in the center of the cage.
Really nice movement from both ladies early on. Both of them look very comfortable here on the feet. And that's perhaps no surprise knowing their backgrounds coming into this fight. A couple of jabs and leg kicks exchanged. Nothing of too much consequence early. Just on 30 seconds down. Leg kick partially connects there for Leniu.
Very technical striking for both girls. Lovely little exchange there.
Beautiful technique on that leg kick, really rolling her over the hip.
So they know, both of these girls know of each other through Muay Thai. So that's the first time they've met across the ring or the cage.
Beautiful technique on that leg kick once again. Really impressed with the striking acumen of both these ladies. Big right hand lands down the pipe. And we'll welcome into the commentary booth Coastal Combat promoter Joel Zepasvari. Good evening, Joel.
Thank you, gentlemen. It's great to be here. Here we are. What fight are we up to?
This is fight number 6, young man.
Perfect. Looking forward to this one.
Yes, some fantastic striking acumen in the cage at the moment.
Some of the best striking I've seen in any fight show from two fighters, especially in one of theirs MMA debut.
Yeah, both girls were credentialed. It's actually quite difficult to match even just on their resume. So just was glad to put this together.
Yeah, once again, fantastic matchmaking there from Joel Zepasvari. And we go to the mat for the first time here tonight in this fight, I should say. Looking to lock up a guillotine potentially there was Edenden, but Leniu does a great job at switching out back to the feet.
First time we saw any hint of groundwork from either lady. As we know, they're both exceptional stand-ups.
Yes, I don't think either lady was training too much takedown defense in the lead up to this one.
Yep, textbook get up there by Leniu.
Oh, lovely exchange combination from Ina in that.
The composure of Ina Leniu is really impressing me. She looks very comfortable in there tonight.
And she's definitely got that distancing and worked out.
Nice tip to the body there to counter the right hand.
She's bringing in a lot of experience. Her husband's Felice. It's a bunch of pro fights.
Oh, lovely exchange to finish off this round. Both girls trading shots. Neither's taking a back step.
Tough round to score, gents.
There's a slight cut, I think, over Jamie's left eye. I think Ina has definitely worked out that distancing, even with the height discrepancy between both girls.
So, Joel, you mentioned that it was difficult to match Jamie Edenden in the lead up to this one. What was the conversation like you had with Ina Leniu's team when you offered this one?
Yeah, well, look, they were really keen. They were really keen to take this one. So it was a tough at first, but when I came to the right place, we got a yes pretty quick. So it's exciting.
Little mouse under the right eye of Ina, thanks to the lovely exchange from both girls.
All right, so there we have Thomas Churchill starting to clear the cage.
Do we think, gentlemen, that we might see a shot in this second round, or do you think it's going to be another all-stand-up battle?
Look, I think if...
a betting man, if you were a betting man, you'd say it's going to be...
I think the only way it goes to the floor is if someone gets dropped or a leg kick, and someone kicks a leg out like we saw in the first round. But then again, I didn't expect to see Darcy Noonan with the wrestling chops that he had in the last fight, so who knows? This is mixed martial arts for a reason.
Exactly.
All right, so I'd be curious to know what the corner advice there was for Jamie Edenden. I'm assuming that it was something potentially along the lines of maybe sticking behind her jab a little more and staying long, as we see some nice long punches there.
She does tend to pop her chin up when she comes in. Lovely jab landed there. Rocked Ina.
Oh, big shots landing from Jamie Edenden. But Ina Leniu
Keeps calm, moves.
So nice little flurry there. Perhaps the best of the fight so far for the lady out of 5th Wave MMA and Ignite Martial Arts. So those straight punches really starting to find a home.
Leniu not phased though. She's firing back in the pocket.
One thing I really do notice is Jamie doesn't seem to use head movement as much as Ina Leniu. She definitely comes straight in, straight out with her head being in the same place.
And that is very reminiscent of most Muay Thai fighters, Anton. Not a whole lot of head movement in traditional Muay Thai.
Too tough for their own good.
Oh, beautiful 1-2. Straight down the pipe from Edenden.
Ooh, lovely stiff jab.
Ooh, pops the head back there. Wow, both these ladies are swinging bombs. Looking to try and keep the judges out of this one halfway through round 2 and consequently halfway through this fight.
Ooh, lovely stiff jab again.
Oh.
Jamie's really starting to find a home for that jab now.
Ina Leniu as tough as they come.
Yep.
That right eye of Ina Leniu is really starting to look like it's causing some troubles.
She's just right in there, right in front of her though. She's not backing down.
Well, we can certainly see why it was hard to try and get this young lady from the blue corner a match, because Jamie Edenden is putting on a show here in round 2.
Yeah, definitely. Finding her range, putting her into those punches.
You are right though, Anton. When she's exiting the pocket in particular, that chin is a little high for my liking. So we'll see if perhaps Ina Leniu can counter with something significant.
Ina was doing a very good job in the first round, changing that head angle, slipping under that first jab and really using the combos on the inside to catch her. But in this second round, Jamie's definitely worked out her length and her distance and just doesn't seem to have an answer. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, beautiful uppercut lands, sticks the jab and a couple big shots to finish.
What a second round. Wow. Ina Leniu's having a great time in there, gave everybody a smile. One of the toughest fighters I've met.
Yeah, Ina Leniu's face is a mess. That swelling under the right eye is very significant. I'm sure that the corner's going to have a very close look at this one.
Oh, I can't see Felice
Letting it
giving
go.
her an option to quit.
Well, Joel, actually, you're probably a pretty good person to have in the corner for this fight, because you can talk about the relationship, what it's like cornering your own wife. Of course, your wife, Nicole Zapasvari, I believe, an MMA record of 6-2 overall.
Yep.
And you cornered her obviously for each one of those fights. I mean, what's it like watching watching your loved one in there swinging leather?
It's good when they're winning and doing what we train, but
not so great when they're not.
Oh, you take the wins and the losses.
Yeah.
Straight up out of the chair for this third round. Neither girls are. That right eye is starting to close, so vision might be impacted from Ina Leniu in this third round. But damn, crowd's on their feet. These girls are showing some of the best fighting I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, Jamie Edenden pumping us up here inside Pacific Paradise State School. The girls with a quick embrace. Thomas Churchill breaks them up, and we're going to get underway for the third and final round, gentlemen.
Yeah, Edenden, she's a big, powerful girl, definitely athletic. So this is good to see her fight again, I think.
Is this a permanent MMA changeover, or is she going back to Thai boxing? Because I definitely think she's got a home in MMA.
Definitely, she's keen. She's keen. She's done all the right things from a promotional point of view. So yeah, we're happy to have her on board.
Ina Leniu still in the pocket, swinging heavy leather. So I tell you what, gentlemen, there is a version of scoring this fight where he could potentially be locked up here. The first round was close, could have gone Ina Leniu's way. That second round, do you think it was enough for a 10-8 for Edenden?
That's hard to call. If we talk about damage, then definitely I think it's a 10-8. But, it's one of those things where you say dominant, and Ina Leniu hasn't taken a back step since this fight started, you know. So, yeah, she's a bit more damaged, but I wouldn't say dominating, because every time Jamie throws a punch, Leniu answers with 2 or 3 of her own. You know, just not connecting as well, that's all.
Yes, the damage ledger certainly very heavily in the favour of Jamie Edenden at this point.
I'm too scared to guess fights these days after what's happened. I'm scarred.
Yes, we've all seen our share of bad decisions. Let's hope we don't see any here tonight.
At least in our case, all judges are watching the fight, so that's
a good point. I can't see anyone on their phones.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely stiff jab. Jamie's definitely found a home for that jab. Oh, here we go.
The absolute heart of a warrior, Ina Leniu. She's eaten some big shots here, but she is not taking a backward step, continuing to push the pace and move forward.
It's just that mentality. I love to see these guys, you know. And no doubt these girls, as soon as the fight's over, going to be best friends.
Absolutely. That's why it's the best sport in the world, Anton. Nice outside low kick lands from Ina Leniu. Down the pipe again.
Jamie can't take her finger off the pulse for 1 second. Ina's just not giving her breathing room. Just in her face the whole time.
So treated to a very high level striking battle here between Jamie Edenden and Ina Leniu. Big straight right.
Straight right.
Beautiful.
That was slick.
To think these girls have only had nearly a dozen fights between them, fighting beyond their records, that's for sure.
This is a deceptively close fight, gentlemen, heading to the scorecards. As we see Jamie Edenden looking at
10 seconds, girls trading.
Jamie Edenden coming home strong.
Another straight right. Oh, wow. What a fight.
Woo. Incredible final 2 rounds there for Jamie Edenden. Ina Leniu showing the heart of a champion. The entire crowd here is on its feet inside the Pacific Paradise State School. And Ina Leniu absolutely loving her 5th fight here inside the cage.
Damn, look at these girls go, trading leather.
Well, gentlemen, I'm going to head over to the officials table. We're going to make this one official.
So, Joel, what fight are we looking forward to now? I mean, the last couple of fights have set the bar high coming into these last 10 or so fights.
I like Walsh versus Savic, which is coming up next. Walsh is, I think he's 3-0 at the moment. He's had a couple of fights for us. He wants to put himself in title contention after this one. I think that's a good, fun fight.
Yeah, he has a very unique style. Each time I watch him in Coastal Combat, it's definitely unique to say the least, that's for sure. But, it works. From what Daniel and I were talking about, is he's been close. He's had unanimous, he's split decision win. Trying to make a bit more of a statement and clean cut this one to really edge his name in that title contention.
Yeah, and the title goes off later on tonight, so you can
So ladies and gentlemen, now after 3 rounds we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored about 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision in the blue corner, Jamie Edenden. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your winner, moving to 1-0 in her MMA career, Jamie Edenden, putting on an absolute striking masterclass there with Ina Leniu. We did have our promoter, Joel Zepasvari, in the commentary booth, and he said it was very hard to find someone to fight you on debut. Managed to find Ian Leniu. There was absolutely no hesitation from her camp. Was this the fight you expected coming in here tonight?
I knew that she was going to be a tough opponent. She's got a heavy Thai background and more cage experience than me. Fuck, she's tough, but she is a tough chick. Let's give her a round of applause.
While it was a close first round, it was quite clear after the second that you were starting to pull away. Talk to me what it was like when you're seeing that type of damage on Ina's face, but she's continuing to march forward.
Everyone in my crowd will agree with me when I see blood, I want more blood. So I don't care if it's mine or hers. I just see it and I want more, so fuck, it was good.
Well, you certainly gave us our fair share here tonight. Of course, one final question for you. As we mentioned, a lot of Muay Thai experience before coming into mixed martial arts. Is this move to the cage something that we're going to see more of, or are you going back to Muay Thai after this?
Look, I've come a long way to get to where I am today, and I'm definitely going to be making my MMA career something big. So, UFC, I'm coming!
Well, a fantastic first chapter here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your winner, Jamie Edenden.